Live from AOC Studios, downtown Lafayette. You got it locked in to the Division Podcast, episode number 12. I'm Ryan G, your moderator.
I'm Fur.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
Fur, good to have you back after your Ravens took that L.
Shout out to Fur, man.
Made it in here, boy, because if you wouldn't have showed up, we was going to talk about you, boy.
Nah, I know it was coming, man. Hey, man, I'm blaming it on the rain.
Oh, well, blame it on the rain like New Edition say, man. In case y'all didn't notice, Reggie F. Baby, he's not here this week. He will be back next week for our Thanksgiving special. We're going to try to get some little decorations up in here, try to make it more festive. Some props. There you go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But should we hop right into football, fellas?
It's football season.
Football season. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Scores from this Sunday. We had the New York Giants beating the Philadelphia Eagles 27-17. You had Green Bay over Jacksonville 24-20. That actually ended up being a more interesting game than what people gave the Jaguars credit for. You had the Lions over the Washington football team 30-27. The Browns beating the Texans. This one right here was a barn burner, 10-7.
Barn burner.
Tampa Bay shaking back against Carolina 46-23. The Dolphins beating the Chargers 29-21. The Cardinals, this was a good game, beating the Buffalo Bills. The catch, D-Hop. We're going to get into it. Yes, we got
messed
picks.
up my pick 'em.
Help me on fantasy.
Show did. The Raiders 37-12 over the Broncos. The Saints beating the 49ers 27-13. We're going to get into that a little bit more. The Rams beating the Seahawks 23-16. Russ, we're going to get into him too a little bit. Pittsburgh 36, the Bengals 10, and the Patriots 23, Ravens 17.
Shout out to the Pats, baby.
And as for your Monday night game, if y'all care, the Vikings did beat the Bears 19-13. And that's where we stood with that one.
Well, that's a big rival game.
Yeah, good rivalry game, but the Chicago.
To the Vikings helping me on my pick 'em.
Yeah.
I finished first this week.
Oh, well, go ahead on. Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm way behind, though. I'm way behind. So
I noticed that. Well, we ain't going to start with Saints this week since the resident Saint fan ain't up in here. We're going to get right into these Pats and the Ravens since we got two fans of opposing squads up
don't
in
look like
here.
it now.
I just figured, I got
don't look like it now.
Yeah, wait, tell everybody why you got Ray Lewis on, man.
Well, I mean, I play linebacker. This is one of the greatest of all time at the position, and I know he was
trolling.
I know he was rolling over in his bed the other night.
So you had to bust him out, give him a little life, huh?
Yeah, I had to show him a little love, man. It's tough whenever you run up to one of the greatest coaches of all time. Well, the greatest coach.
Well, let's get into it, man. 23-17, Patriots over the Ravens. Y'all thoughts on it?
It was a hard-fought battle. That's what it was. We knew it would be. And since we own the Ravens this year, I figured I'd wear the jersey since we own them. But
Cam looked good.
Yeah, Cam came out.
The rain looked good.
We came out with a better game.
It was a rainy game. It was pouring down.
Well, I mean, the offense looked better. It did start pulling down later in the game. That was that same.
That rain was coming.
That was that same rain that came through Cleveland. You remember the Cleveland game was delayed?
Yeah.
And that was that same heavy rain, so you knew it was coming. And we had a game plan. Shout out to Jacoby Myers for throwing a deep touchdown pass.
That was the difference in my opinion.
That's coaching, huh? Hey,
that's Bill.
Shout out to Bill, man.
Come on,
Shout out to Bill. That boy played quarterback in high school.
Yeah, Jacoby. I've seen these start talking about that.
That's why you got to do your research.
Whatever, man.
Damian Harris showed up big time. 22 carries
on the ground.
121 yards. Shout out to SEC prospect.
That's because we was missing
like
Calais
I said, I mentioned
Campbell.
the Jacoby Myers. Jacoby Myers, he stepped in, and he was best receiver with 5 catches, 59 yards. But I mean, Lamar Jackson, man, hey, we put the pressure.
He
we
didn't
put
play
the game
that bad,
on,
though.
We put the game on Lamar and see if he can win it.
Yeah, he didn't play bad, man.
And, you know,
he didn't have a bad
It was a
game.
tough night. Just a tough night.
Yeah.
I think he threw for like 260,
Yeah,
290
But
something.
that go back to
249, 2 touchdowns.
That go back to what I was saying about my Patriots been playing competitive games all season, and we've been coming out on the bad end of the stick. So, like I said, we lost on the 1 yard line to the Seahawks. We lost on the 10-yard line to the Bills. Played a good game against the Chiefs. Couple games went here and there, and look.
Well,
it's a whole different season. Get off of Bill
man.
Belichick. That's for all the Bill Belichick haters.
Yeah, because I talked some stuff about him last time. But hey, it's not, man.
Bill been putting us in a position to win games down the stretch.
It was a rain game.
Well,
that's all you can do.
That's the Pats' perspective. Fur, you quiet over there, boy.
Yeah, man, we didn't play bad. Like he mentioned earlier, that trick play really kind of took the momentum and
set
really,
the tone.
Yeah, and
fake the reverse.
Yeah, fake the reverse.
Fleet
20,
down
and that
the
was a
field.
30-something yard pass.
40-yard bomb.
It was. I mean, it was deflating. So I mean, and then from there,
And then the rain come in there.
Yeah, and then
about a 25-yard
It started
pass.
pouring down there toward the end.
Yeah, I mean,
like you could
pouring
hardly even
down.
see.
But
So-
I figured that would work in the Ravens' favor.
with the running the ball.
I saw
We didn't really run the ball too
Lamar
good.
led in rushing, huh?
11 carries, 55 yards. Gus Edwards, 7 carries, 42 yards.
Lamar really had a good game, but he can't beat us by himself.
We're going to get into Lamar a little bit later on because we got some questions. Lamar got some explaining to do.
Oh, you got no explaining to do.
We
go.
going
We
to
lost
see.
3 games.
The question's been asked, so we're going to throw it out there a little bit later on. A little something to talk about. A little something to chew on. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Well, we got the Texans this week. We going to Houston, and we going in there to see if we can win
picked
a
y'all to
game.
beat Texans.
Oh, yeah?
I picked y'all to beat them.
Me on mine.
Well, we got.
Don't do that. Don't do that. And I ain't
It's gonna
changing it
be a
either.
tough one, though. Go, sir. I mean, I heard
He
they
said,
was
"Oh,
looking.
me, oh, my."
I heard Deshaun was looking good in practice.
Oh, Lord.
And we got the Titans. So
Ooh, another tough one.
Ooh.
yeah.
You think
we
Damian?
bounce back.
You think
We'll bounce
Damian
back.
Harris come from Alabama running the ball?
This gon-
Derrick Henry come from Alabama running the ball.
We'll be all right.
This is going to tell a lot about the Ravens, though. It's going to tell a lot.
Yeah, it will. But their defense is just not as good as the Patriots.
Say
in my
it with your
opinion.
chest. And look, that's a Patriots team without Dante Hightower, Patrick Chung,
Yeah,
and
11 different players, pretty much, for the most part.
basically.
Nine.
But that's all right. We missing someone
10
to
counting
defensive
time.
end, but whatever, man.
Well, yeah, true.
So
I'm gonna lose
way
it.
to
And
get
I
it done,
ain't
Bill.
got
Way
much
to
to say
figure out
when
a
we
way.
lose. So I mean, hey, congrats to the Patriots.
And he trolling.
Yeah, and he's trolling. And we got to see this the whole show.
Let's get it, man. Let's get into these Saints. They beat the San Francisco 49ers, what they were supposed to do. 27-13.
Well,
that don't go like that. That don't go like that. That
The
don't go like that.
49ers came out there looking good after they called that fake roughing the pass on Breeze. The
Fake,
game just changed right after
the
that.
fake roughing the pass?
That's fake all day. That
Kamara
wasn't
had
nothing
a
but a
game.
good sack.
Oh,
He
I
didn't
don't
even
know,
land
man.
on it.
I don't know, man.
They did the replay. He didn't even land
Hey,
on
that's-
it.
hey, that's-
Body weight came down toward the shoulder.
That's some
boy.
big dudes, man.
Kamara had a
You can't
game.
simulate that.
He
I
was
saw the replay.
Yeah, me too.
He boy
You
fell
see,
on the side.
you see the impact?
Don't worry about the impact. He just hugged him. He bear hugged him.
Nah,
He
you don't get
cracked
hurt.
it.
You don't get hurt on no bear hugs.
He got a crack rib from a bear hug.
No.
Oh, we're going to get into that, too, because to
that
me,
ain't-
it wasn't a bad sack. It wasn't
It
a dirty
wasn't a
play.
bad sack. It showed.
Yo, that's
But
some
you know
big
what?
dudes, y'all.
Breeze already had a shoulder injury going into that. And then
That's
you
on
fall on that
Breeze.
thing right. I just had a separated shoulder. He fell on that thing just right. He
That's
cracked
what I'm
all the
saying.
rib, collapsed his lung.
It wasn't
all that.
it wasn't no penalty.
So
but
y'all
after
think
that,
y'all think that happened from just?
Oh, no, it was an impact.
it's
It's
called inertia or something like that.
Wailing on one, boy.
Don't try to make this something that ain't. Nah, it's
It's just a big dude that took him down hard.
Okay. That's what I'm saying.
It's just when you're 40 years old, you
man,
get a
that would
little
happen
fragile.
to anybody, man.
Speaking
No.
more on the
No,
Saints,
man, that happened
Kamara
to
was the
anybody,
player of the
man.
game. He had 15 touches, 98 yards,
Yeah,
3 touchdowns.
Kamara been
he
the player of the
Superman.
year.
Oh yeah, he been
Kamara
Superman.
should be in the MVP
He
conversation, you
really
ask
should
me.
be in the MVP conversation.
Because without him,
And Breeze should be out of it.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think he's in it. I don't even think
All
that
them
he was
dump
really
off
in
passes. He dumped off
He not
three
even
long
in it.
ones.
What you doing?
He
He
dumped
not
off.
even in it. What you doing?
Oh, he better not be.
He said, "Oh,
He said he
come
shouldn't
on,
be.
man,
He
get
better not
on."
be.
it. With them cute little passes, all them cute little passes.
He can throw them little dump offs though. But
Oh, yeah.
You wish you had some cute little passes, man. Get on.
Oh, yeah, for real.
I know.
Gilbert. We're going to see. And Cowboys had a bye, so we won this week.
you won.
So, you know what I'm saying? Somebody posted something.
The best week he had all season, right
Cowboys.
In any reports of what y'all did during the
Cowboys
bye?
3 bye week 38.
Did Zeke go to Cabo for the bye?
Zeke need to go to Weight Watchers.
here. You can go to Planet Fitness.
That's where he need to
He
go.
ain't been the same since he came back from Cabo.
No, he haven't.
I heard a stat today to where
Yeah.
Zeke ain't rushed for 100 yards in 9 straight games. He ain't rushed for 100.
I've been watching and they got people with him on the bench in fantasy. That's when it just I knew it was bad.
I think somebody in here got him on the bench of fantasy, huh?
I got him starting this week, but he treading light. He treading light.
He
partner.
got him starting.
But I gotta play him. I gotta play him. He at least been getting me 12 to 13 a week. So I mean, if that's the flow, you know what I'm saying. But I'm kind of decent. But we just spoke on a few minutes ago MVP races. Let's get into it, y'all, because we more than halfway through the season. And if the season was to end today, who is your MVP? Now I'm gonna say it like this: we came into here when the football season first started, and somebody was singing the praises of Russell Wilson. I was singing the praises of Mahomes. You had Aaron Rodgers out there in the mix. Here are the odds from Vegas, with who's Vegas saying are the favorites to win the MVP as of right now. You got Patrick Mahomes at number 1, Russell Wilson at number 2, Aaron Rodgers at number 3, Kyler Murray, he's jumped into the race at number 4, and Tom Brady. A long shot, but he's still in the MVP conversation. So let's get into it, fellas.
I'm sticking with Russell Wilson. Look who he got over there. Chris Carson ain't even out there half the time.
Yeah,
I don't know who their running back was the last 2 weeks. And the best receiver you got is 5'9", Tyler Lockett.
Oh, that's not the best receiver
Let me
got.
tell you. Oh well, DK Metcalf coming around.
He
coming around. But
Yeah.
you don't blame Russell Wilson for that.
You looking at the cast, the supporting cast. Tom got over there. Rodgers leaning on Devontae Adams heavy this year. I mean, Russell barely got a running back, and you looking at. You already said they're not the Legion of Boom no more.
No,
their defense is
So-
laughing
they
like
defense.
stuff.
And
They
these-
defense
and these-
giving up
It's almost
everything.
like Dallas defense.
And these
That ain't good.
these losses they got is to division opponents. So I mean,
Yeah.
you can't even really just judge them divisional losses like this.
So
I think Mahomes just looked better. I think that's what everybody
He
like.
looked better over there
He's
throwing
a fan
it.
favorite.
He
Yeah,
looked
all
better
that
over there throwing it to Kelsey and Tyreek Hill. They can chase
they
the
like
cheetah.
the no look passes and the behind the back passes and that's all.
stats look better too, though. Let's not 25 touchdowns, 1 pick.
He ain't got more yards. He ain't got more touchdowns.
He got more wins.
He threw more picks
Yeah, you see,
because
that's-
he out there. He ain't playing for what's his name? Andy
QBR
Reid.
much better, 115 to 110. I'm
That
just
ain't
saying.
even. That ain't much better.
Yeah.
5.9.
But 25 TDs to 1 pick.
5.9. That ain't a big difference.
Russell was
Not when
leading.
you're toting your team.
Russ was
Yeah, I
leading
know.
the conversation.
You toting your team.
But if Mahomes end the season with maybe under 5 picks, they gonna give him. the
Right, we all seen it. This week 10, we got on the podcast and shown 4 bad games for Mahomes that they end up winning.
But
Yeah.
what's
Russell Wilson do that and you gonna get blew out the building.
But Russ, them
And
last
Russell,
3 games.
that's why
he
they
hadn't-
lost.
He
Thank
hadn't
you.
played all that high.
Yep, that's why they lost.
Throwing
That's why they
picks
struggling.
and pressing
But guess
and
what?
everything.
You saying Russ, but who was the running back? Some
They
dude
have
named
been hurt.
Dallas.
Yeah, they have been hurt. I
Some
give you
dude
that.
named Hyde went out at the last minute.
DJ
Come
Dallas.
on, man. Yeah, that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
What the
think
DJ stand for? Nobody knows.
So Aaron Rodgers,
That's what I'm saying.
We got any votes for Aaron Rodgers? Because he ain't having
And
a
I
bad
want to make a
season
statement
either.
too. Like
He's
he
so
said, they're not the
sometime.
Legion of Boom no more, and they're dead last in defense. And Kansas City is like 13th.
Thank you.
So that
Tyler
makes
Matthew,
a
the honey
huge.
badger
That
out
makes
there
a huge
running
difference.
wild.
That makes a huge
Man,
difference.
I got Russ still. If he can hold it together, get him in that
Because
playoff.
Russell was really wheeling them guys by himself.
Everybody.
Yeah, like
So who you got first?
Who's
You
the
had to
tight
pick.
end over there?
I'd pick Russell.
You pick Russ?
Yeah. Just the
I like
strength.
what Kyler Murray doing, but he
like
got,
you know how
Kyler
they do.
not even in there.
he just threw it up to D-Hop, and D-Hop went to
Oh,
work.
yeah, he said D-Hop down there somewhere.
D-Hop went to work.
Yeah, like
That's
they
how
say,
you
like
clock in.
strength of schedule and strength, just all that stuff.
You got
just against
Murray.
Russell, so
I
mean,
know,
it's
and who they playing twice a year.
yeah, and he defined.
They in the best division right now.
Yeah,
If I had to go ahead and pick, I'd have to give it to Mahomes right now.
I
Man.
know. We know you would. We know you would.
I mean, 25 TDs in one pick.
Shout out to Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
I mean, I'm
and
just saying.
Tyreek and Kelsey and Bell.
Then you got an 8-1 record.
Maybe the coach of the year.
8-1 record, but even your bad games, you only threw a pick. You only threw one. Russ got 10.
That mean the rest of your team is toting you.
I mean, they catching the ball. He got to throw it.
Yeah,
Somebody got to catch it.
Let me tell you, y'all go back and look. Them boys is wide open when he throwing them balls.
Oh yeah, Tyreek Hill be wide open.
But you can't blame Mahomes for that.
No, you can't. But we just saying Russell having
I
it a
ain't
little
finna
tougher.
give him
Russell just a little tougher.
I ain't finna
with
give
it.
him all kind of credit for hitting the barn.
I think it's going
You just swap. You
He's
swap
going-
positions and it's the same thing.
He just hitting the side of a building. You feel me? That with him that wide open.
Yeah.
I think the way it's going down, they want to give it to Russ. They
No, they
want
to give it to
No,
Mahomes.
he earning it.
They want to give it to
Yeah,
Mahomes.
yeah.
Because at the beginning of the
that's what I
season,
said.
a
Oh,
lot
go
of
sit
people
down.
were touting Russ at the beginning
Man,
of the
they
season.
want to justify that $400 million contract. Whatever.
Oh, but
he
he's
got.
gonna be there. He's gonna win more MVPs. They don't have to give it to him
They
this
don't
year.
have to.
Well, they want
You know,
to.
Russ came out hot. Russ came out like
He still is,
fire.
though. He
You
still
know what I'm
is.
saying?
And he leading them. He leading them guys in passing yards and touchdowns.
He
28
leading.
He
He leading
28.
passing.
and the touchdown.
And touchdowns.
Say it with your chest. You
And
gonna knock him
Rodgers-
for throwing it to a 5-foot
Rodgers-
What's his completion
and a
percentage? Who win in the
and a tight
completion
end
percentage?
that's nobody. And
3 points for Russ over.
And he got a higher completion
over Mahomes.
percentage than Mahomes.
not 3 points.
69.8
Not
to
3 points.
66.9.
18 points. 18 points. 3 touchdowns.
No,
No,
we're
we're
talking about completion
and he
percentage.
got a higher completion percentage than Mahomes.
completion
That's
percentage.
okay then. Oh, do we?
Yeah, he do.
Oh,
And Aaron Rodgers,
Oh,
he
yeah, I'd take
distant
Russ.
third. He got 26 TDs, 3 picks, 116 passer rating, 25.78.
Him too
get
though.
it done when-
I'd take almost. I'd put Rodgers.
It would have to be them 3.
I'd tie Rodgers with Mahomes, man.
I like what Tom doing, but I seen the defense win games over there too.
Tom got,
and
I
win
seen the
games,
defense
too.
win games over there
Yeah,
too.
and win
Tom
them.
got 23 touchdowns, 7 picks, a 99 passer rating, 66% completion.
2,700
My
yards.
MVP is Russell Wilson.
More yards than Patty Ice,
Patty Ice.
whatever you call it.
Patty Ice.
PMP.
Patty Ice.
He said Patty Ice. Lord have mercy.
The $400 million man.
So there we go with that. That's the MVP discussion. We're going to revisit this at the end of the season. I think it's going to come down to
Hold it together, Russ.
Week by
Hold
week.
it together,
Week by
Russ.
week.
Now we got another subject we got to get into because Lamar got some explaining to do.
Not
He
really.
really do.
Not
He
really.
really do.
Not really.
Man.
Lamar Jackson, the question is, has the league figured him out as far as where he was last year as MVP to where he is this year? Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a little bit of context. I pulled up his stats from last year, and I pulled up his stats from this year.
Like he said,
You know?
like this man ain't won 6 games.
No, man, that's
this
good
year.
production right
You know
there.
what I mean?
No, that's good
He act like he 1-7 or something. Like that's all right, man.
No, man, that's good production right there. That's all that is.
He's sad.
I like it. I like
So
it.
I got
you
the,
like it. I know you like it.
I got the stats, and I'm going to pull up for y'all can see it too. Stats last year, 66% completion. He threw for 3,100 yards, 36 touchdowns, 6 picks, 113 passer rating. This year, 64% completion, 1762 on the passing yards, 14 touchdowns, and 5 picks, where last year he only threw 6 the whole season. So the question is, has
And
Lamar been figured out
Leave
somewhere?
that stat up.
Okay.
Hey, we halfway through the season.
Mm-hmm.
He's on pace to get all that. Relax. We're gonna be all right. He's on pace. You multiply that by 2. We on pace.
But they don't look as good, though, for-
It don't look the same.
They don't look as good.
It don't look the same.
You
but
gotta
it's
double
there.
you gotta double the interceptions if he on pace now.
That's fine. That's fine. 4 more. That's fine.
And also to bring
4
it up,
more
because with
from a
Lamar-
running back playing quarterback.
Because with Lamar, you got to bring this up to the rushing yards.
What a
Now, you
rushing
can
yard.
bring-
I was about to say, where's the rushing yard?
Last year, he rushed for 176 times. He rushed for 1,206 yards, 6.9 a carry,
Yep.
7 touchdowns. This year, 90 attempts, 524 rushing yards, 5.8.
He on pace.
3 touchdowns.
We all right. It just looked different, man. It's not like Mahomes this year. It's not the crowd, ooh and ah, and ooh and ah.
I mean, but he balled last year. He had 36-6.
The difference is now teams that seen it before. And it's the ones that made the adjustments from last year because he doing the same thing. He doing his looking at the stats. He doing what he did last year.
Yeah, he is.
And that's what we let him do. You see what Bill did? Bill let him do what he do.
Y'all had
he led in rushing.
7 DBs in the game at one time.
He led him in rushing. We stayed in that nickel with the extra DB.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's just you got to be able to make the adjustments. Last year, nobody saw it. We was out there with Dante Hightower out there.
Don't make this about you. It's not about y'all.
Hey,
you trying to make this.
Since we own them this year,
man. Lamar.
I'm just telling you how you beat Lamar. That's how you beat Lamar.
Now you got the answers now.
So I guess
we got.
He's still running.
What the score was?
Is he as effective?
One possession in a rainy game, hurricane.
Is he as effective this year doing what he's doing this year as he was last year? Or have teams are they letting him run? Or are they gearing up for the run? Like teams aren't gonna let Lamar run and beat them. That's what I see when
the
you know.
But he has been what he doing.
He has been.
Stats say he doing what he been
6-3, y'all.
What Hollywood Brown said
6-3.
What Hollywood Brown said.
Well, this the deal.
They threw him the ball 6 times. You only caught him 2.
And you know what Hollywood?
You can't be mad at Lamar.
Hollywood Brown problem is. Ingram, they not as running the ball as good as they were last year either.
No, not the running back.
Not the running back.
Ingram been out. Ingram been out the last 4 weeks.
Saying.
You got J.K. Dobbins, a rookie, and you got Gus Edwards trying to tote it.
And when you running that kind of offense, you got to be in that offense.
Exactly.
And my thing is, you can't depend on Lamar to be your whole running game.
No,
he can't be the whole running game. He's a good complement if you got good backs that's carrying the load.
Exactly.
Then y'all lost a left tackle. I give y'all that. Y'all got injuries.
Yeah.
Y'all got injuries and whatnot.
Like I said, we still 6-3.
I saw a game y'all played a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember who it was. They still hitting Lamar after he handed that ball off.
That's the same thing they did with Cam.
I think they starting to kind of stop them plays like that.
When Cam
take him,
I don't think they running. I don't think Harbaugh is running all that many plays like he was, being that they still hitting him after that. Because that's what you're supposed to do.
The year after Cam went to the Super Bowl, they did that.
If you're the defensive end, you're supposed to go ahead and hit that quarterback either way.
They giving an extra little nudge and stuff like that to make him kind of feel it.
It was after the play, but
but like the stats say, he's on pace to do what he did last year. It just look a little different.
No, he's not on pace now.
Yes, he is.
He's gonna fall a little short because he's already at 6 picks. And he had 5 all of last year. That's not on pace.
That's all right.
That's not on pace.
4 more picks.
He ain't throwing 36.
No, he had 5. He did. Okay.
Well, he had 5 this year.
I'm just saying.
He had 6 last year. That's all right. 4 more picks.
I just think
same amount of yards.
I like Lamar, but I think the offense needs to get a little more creative.
We are playing the best teams in the league.
And plus,
the
he got to show he can
Steelers.
throw.
Y'all not gonna be able to keep running that offense y'all ran last year.
He got to show he can throw.
We will.
Consistent.
We will if we could get a healthy Mark Ingram, which I think Mark Ingram really is a good complement to this system.
Yeah.
With them 3 backs, that's the tough running back instead of the little small Gus Edwards.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference because
and
if he was in an Andy Reid offense, he could hit somebody wide open.
Yeah, he would. He would.
All right. Well, that's it for that. We're going to leave it right there. One more subject we're going to get to. I really wanted Reds to be in here for this one, but he's not.
They not wide open.
In case y'all didn't know, Drew Brees, he got hurt. He really got hurt off of a sack in the game this Sunday.
Some inertia.
He's somewhere looking into the doctor's eyes.
A collapsed lung, multiple rib fractures and whatnot. So this is the question that came into my mind because I was thinking he was going to retire after this year anyway, regardless.
Why you said that? He on a 2-year.
No, he said that. He said that. He said he was going to retire after this year. This was his last year.
2-year deal.
Well, he said, because he already got a contract with NBC. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, with this injury having came in now, does that change that timeline? And on top of that, it's Jameis time. It's Jameis. What is Jameis going to come in here and do? People been waiting to see it. They want to see what's going to happen. Is Jameis the future?
Should Taysom Hill be disrespect?
To answer your first question, Brees is not going to retire, in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
It's a bad injury now.
Yeah, but it's still early.
He can't stand to see Tom keep jumping over him on that list.
Well, if he can't play, Tom will continue.
That's probably some motivation too. But I just don't think.
What else you want to do? I mean,
I don't think he.
Is he just trying to win a championship?
But
some people. I'm looking at it like this. Teddy Bridgewater held the team down for 6 weeks last year and gave him a rest. Look like some good timely rest to me.
Yeah, and it'll be good for him to sit out maybe at least like another 5-6 weeks, month and a half.
That's what I say. I mean, to be that old, because people look at it, we won the Super Bowl the year Tom had that suspension at the beginning of the season. Tom was, banged up, and I mean, that little rest with them older players, it makes a difference. Michael Strahan and all them, they had stopped doing the mini camps and all that stuff, as we got late into the season.
Do y'all think Brees is coming back this year?
Yes.
Definite.
I think he is because he's not going to be able to stand and see Jameis shining.
Speaking of Jameis, James Jones on NFL Network, he came out and said, I'm a believer in Jameis Winston. He said he believes. James Jones.
He's in a good system.
NFL Network.
He's in a good system.
Okay. He in a good system and a good play calling coach as in Sean Payton.
Yeah, they're not going to just let him be out there wilding and just
if James can cut down on the picks. If he can cut down on the picks, he's actually a decent quarterback.
And I think he's very capable of that.
Yeah, if Drew Brees can dump the ball off till his arm fall off, then I'm pretty sure Jameis cannot throw interceptions.
Well, for one thing, it's going to stretch out the offense for sure. It's going to stretch out the offense. And we're going to find out. Maybe you can start getting Smith more involved, Emmanuel Sanders more involved, because James going to crank it up.
No, they was already involved, though.
With them short little passes, possession passes. I'm talking about stretching the field.
They won 6
games.
Yeah, but I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but now you don't have Brees in there and his accuracy.
It's a lot of people that can't make them little short passes.
That's hard. That's hard.
A streak and slant route is hard to hit.
Exactly. That's hard. I mean, that's
but that's Jameis strength, though.
Shout out to Brees. I saw that boy throw a 28-yard bomb the other night on point. Drew Brees, y'all see it?
You see where he put it?
He wind that thing.
You see where he put it, though?
Yeah.
Yeah,
on point. 28-yard dime.
That's why I'm saying, like, if he throwing short already before the injury, and now he got multiple cracked ribs and a collapsed lung, and he gonna come back and still throw them little 28-yard passes like that.
Yeah, it's not like he was throwing 60 yards. It's not hard on the ribs to be throwing the balls like that.
They got one.
He'll be back.
They got one of the local doctor's perspective on KATC the other day, and he said it's about a 6-week injury.
Yeah, about a month and a half.
Well, he said normally about 6 weeks to start back. You know what I'm saying? But Drew saying it ain't gonna be that long.
Are the Saints gonna keep their lead?
Yes.
They're gonna keep their lead with James.
Yes.
No way.
You know why?
No.
You know why? You got number 41.
That's it. He the one.
He's the MVP.
He been winning games.
You got number 41. You can put him in screens. You can put him wherever.
That's a good point.
You can put him wherever you want.
That's a very good point.
So
very good point.
We got 41. And that's who's been holding it down, and I just don't think it's
y'all just add something to the defense?
Quan Alexander. He had a couple big tackles too against his former team. So
okay, we'll see what they can do in the Bayou.
Well, we're going to see what's going to happen with Brees and looking into his eyes, and we're going to look into James' eyes for a little while and see if we see anything back there, not just crab legs and whatnot. We're going to see.
It's not going
to But what before we go too far, should Taysom Hill feel disrespected at some point after last year?
Why they not playing him, though?
He
is a quarterback.
Yeah, but
he's a wildcat quarterback.
He's everything. That guy, you can just.
But why he not even getting consideration?
He is. He played quarterback on Brees there.
I heard they don't want to bring him in as a quarterback because you're going to take away from the Swiss Army knife aspect of
exactly.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
You take somebody that could play tight end, receiver, running back, quarterback, and then you put him in quarterback. Now you take away everything else.
And James show ain't going out there and doing all that.
I didn't see Taysom Hill catch a 40-yard pass over the middle.
That's right. I seen him on kick return the other day. I said, dang.
Yeah,
I was on punt return.
Let him be wide open.
Well, passing yards, fellas. The league leaders. Leading the league in passing right now, Josh Allen at 28.71. Got Russell Wilson up for MVP consideration, 27.89. Matty Ice, that's the real Matty Ice, 27.
You say Patty Ice earlier.
Yeah, for real.
He the next one.
Brady at 27.39, and you got Mahomes at 26.87.
Right behind everybody, huh?
Yeah,
last. Passing leaders.
Right behind a 45-year-old man.
MVP.
25 TDs and one pick, boy.
This ball behind a 45-year-old grown
rushing
man.
Yards. 9.54 for Dalvin Cook. He's leading the league in rushing right now.
He's been rolling.
Derrick Henry, 9.46. Ronald Jones, he's in the top 5 now, 7.30. He had a good game.
Had 160-something yards, huh?
Yeah, he did. He had a game.
190?
And two tugs, I think. Josh Jacobs, 700 yards. And James Robinson, my dude, 689. Oh, he's been consistent every week in fantasy. If you got him on fantasy,
rookie, right? He's a rookie, huh?
He's a rookie. Every week, regardless how Jacksonville playing, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And receiving, we got leading the league, Stephon Diggs, 906. DeAndre Hopkins, which I got a picture of the catch coming here in a second after this. DK Metcalf, 816. McLaurin from the Washington football team.
He been quietly handling his business.
Oh, yeah. The people been sleeping on him somewhat.
McLaurin, I know.
787. And Robbie Anderson also.
Yep.
Playing good with Carolina.
He getting the yards, but he not getting the touchdowns.
Yeah. Now, going back to receiving, I know everybody's seen it. This was one of the best games over the weekend. DeAndre Hopkins is just a monster. Pretty much for the
best
most part.
receiver in the game.
Caught it over 3 people.
What else I saw, man, that Kyler Murray, it's hard. For him to be able to get that ball off. They had a little pressure. They had some pressure coming from the left side, and he still rolled left.
Kyler Murray.
When you can do that, you can get the ball off anytime you want to.
Kyler Murray tweeted out there, hop down there somewhere.
That's it.
Just throw it up there.
Throw it.
He out there somewhere, bro. If I throw it up there, he caught it, and it was like it was a true catch. And the defenders, they were all on him, and not garbage defenders. No, good defenders.
Jordan,
I think
Jordan Poyer,
all 3 of them.
Poyer, Tavarius White.
Kyler Murray said all he saw when he threw it was the black gloves come up out of that whole pile.
Hop down there somewhere.
And he knew them gloves was for.
That's special.
Just throw it.
That's special.
Fantasy studs and duds. If you had these guys on your fantasy team this week, you probably went ahead and won. Alvin Kamara, 2 rushing touchdowns on 15.
Oh, he killed me in fantasy. I played
15 rushing yards, 2 rushing TDs, 7 receptions for 83 yards and a touchdown.
And I had Tom on the bench.
Tom Brady, 341, 3 touchdowns. Kyler Murray, 245, a touchdown, 61 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns.
Shout out to Jacobs. Jacobs had a good game because they gave Devontae Booker probably 90 of his yards and 2 of his touchdowns.
He had 112.
It was a revenge game for the Broncos he used to play for.
Big Ben, I had him starting this week. 333 and 4 touchdowns.
Big Ben was on the waiver wire last week, too.
Yeah, I picked him back up.
That was you got him on.
Yeah, because I cut him because I didn't know about the COVID.
I dropped him like 3 weeks ago.
And I went pick him up. In the last 2 weeks, 90 plus points, bro.
Look at it right there.
Duds, if you had him on your fantasy team, you might want to look on that waiver wire. Darren Waller.
Man, no, you don't replace nobody. you don't replace none of these.
You can't drop neither one of them for a bad game.
Do not
Darren
listen to Ryan.
Waller, DK Metcalf, James Conner, Michael Thomas.
I didn't realize Michael
Brown.
Thomas hurt himself that game. They say he kind of.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he kind of.
I didn't realize that either.
Up that game.
Yeah, don't listen around, y'all. Do not drop none of them. None, please don't.
Go ahead and do it.
Y'all could if y'all want.
Let's do these picks real quick. We way over on the
NFL.
NFL. Let's go. Cardinals at Seahawks.
Night.
This is
That's
tomorrow night's
one.
game. Good division matchup. Who y'all got?
Arizona.
I'm taking Seattle this time.
Man, you just talked all that mess about Russ, and you gonna take Arizona?
I'm taking Seattle
because they're the better team.
Well,
Russ not gonna be them ball defense not gonna be able to stop them.
Man, that division right there, Arizona won the first one. I'm taking Seattle on this.
I'm gonna go Arizona.
They gonna split it.
It's just Seattle defense, man.
I'm taking it on the premise that they gonna split it.
Starting the Sunday afternoon games with the morning games with 12 o'clock games. Eagles at Browns.
That's Dallas Cowboys.
That was a tough one for me right there, but
I'm going Cleveland.
I think I'm going Cleveland because of the Chubb factor.
I go Cleveland.
Oh yeah, I'm going Cleveland. They just a better team.
How you felt about Chubb not going out of bounds? Do you know that cost you?
I know it did.
The game, huh?
I know it did.
Well, almost cost you the game. You still won by 2.
Yeah, thank you, Yahoo.
Life of
fantasy. 1.5.
Life of fantasy football.
Falcons at Saints.
I'm taking Falcons.
Jameis debut.
Falcons.
Saints, man.
I'm taking
Falcons. Jameis gonna throw 3 picks.
To who? To who?
The Falcons.
The Falcons.
The Falcons know him.
Got nobody gonna catch no picks
He's in
out
the
there.
same division. The Falcons know him just as good as y'all do.
Nah.
Bengals at Redskins. I mean, at the Washington football team.
Lord.
There you go.
Here we go.
Boy, they're gonna be waiting outside the door
There
again.
you go.
Let's go, Joe Burrow.
I'm gonna go Joe.
I'm going Joe.
And Joe been playing so good.
Stellar football.
Oh man, that's part of being number 1 pick. That's all right. Joe been playing good.
Yep.
You know, you don't get the fortunate of playing with great players, at least right now. But
yeah. Lions at Panthers.
Panthers. I think McCaffrey was ruled all the way out today.
Yeah,
he is out. What about Bridgewater? Bridgewater was on the table last time I seen.
He good.
Oh, you good?
And Stafford had a thumb this week.
Stafford got a thumb injury, so I don't know how you gonna.
I'll go Carolina.
Carolina. Let's go Carolina. Pittsburgh at Jacksonville.
Steelers.
9-0.
All right, it's unanimous. Tennessee at Baltimore.
I'm taking Tennessee because of the run factor. Sorry, Ray.
Yeah, I'm taking Tennessee, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm taking Tennessee.
Go ahead.
Who you got?
Man.
Say it for the camera. Say it for posterity's sake.
We bounce back after a raining game.
Okay, y'all better hold D. Henry.
Oh man, that's fine.
The bad
man.
loss. Y'all lost to the GOAT.
We got the Patriots at the Texans.
I got the Texans.
I got the Pats, baby.
That's a Patriot pick right there. That's what that is.
That's Pats, baby. Let's go Pats.
I'm taking Pats. We got the Dolphins at Broncos. Tua going for 4-0. Fitzmagic who?
I'm taking
Look
Dolphins.
him.
I'm taking Dolphins.
Y'all get around a Tua.
Oh,
jersey.
yeah, Tua. I said Tua.
I picked Dolphins right here.
Yeah, Dolphins playing good ball. And Flores should be up for Coach of the Year also.
Yeah, definitely.
Jets at Chargers.
Joe Flacco starting. Let me warn you first.
Oh,
Chargers.
I'm not picking the Jets at all.
Regardless of who out there.
I just don't pick them.
That's who gonna have Trevor.
That's like the worst team.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
They gonna have Trevor.
That's what it's looking like. They gonna get the deer. Yeah, the deer.
The deer gonna be playing.
Packers at Colts. We still got Justin Fields though. Packers at Colts.
Oh my God. Packers. Packers.
I'm taking the
Man,
Colts defense look pretty good. I'm taking Colts.
bro.
Man,
I'm taking Phillip Rivers.
Y'all got the MVP up there, man. At the
Green
helm,
Bay
man.
should
Phillip
win,
Rivers.
but I wouldn't be surprised.
Man, Green
I
Bay
wouldn't be
just-
surprised. Cowboys at Vikings.
And they get Lazard back this year, man. I mean, this week.
They do.
Oh yeah, Alan
That's
Lazard
why
back.
everybody picking him up. Who you got?
Cowboys at Vikings.
Who you got, man? Who you got, man?
I'm taking Cowboys.
Vikings.
Man. I'm not going 2 weeks in a row not picking
Vikings.
I'm taking Cowboys, man.
Why?
Cause I can't go 2 weeks in a row and not pick them.
That boy show ain't lost no weight over the bye week. I'm gonna tell you that.
Give me
now.
Minnesota.
Vikings.
Kansas City. This is the Sunday night game. Kansas City at the Raiders.
The Raiders gonna beat them this game.
Raiders
they were
beat them
supposed to beat.
last time.
No, they lost. They lost.
Raiders beat
No,
them.
No.
Raiders beat them.
Raiders
They
beat them.
did.
Raiders
That
beat
was
them.
Chargers
Then
almost
the
beat
Raiders took a victory
That's
lap
They almost
around
lost to the
Arrowhead.
Chargers.
You're right.
Then
You're right.
they
You're
lost to the
right.
Raiders.
They're gonna beat them again.
Kansas City about to beat the dog mess out of the Raiders
I don't
Well,
know.
why you got the Raiders going to your top three in the
as a
AFC?
sleeper. As a
Nah,
sleeper.
that ain't what you said on the podcast.
Yeah, I said as a sleeper.
You
Top
said
three.
it was top three in the
I
AFC.
think they're going to split with Kansas. They beat Kansas City one time. They ain't beating Kansas City this time. Because it's been Billington boy material. Them boys took a victory lap around Arrowhead. They about to beat the dog mess.
Raiders.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm going with the Raiders.
Yeah, me too.
Motivation. And Monday night game, good one. We got the Rams at the Bucks.
Bucks. I go Bucks. Their defense just good.
Tom don't do
Rams,
good. Tom don't do
Rams
good with that
defense
inside
good
pressure.
Too, man.
That inside pressure mess with Tom. What Down about to do it unless they got an answer for Down.
Yeah, but the
man.
Rams, they defense. I mean, their offense.
Robert Woods and Cook be playing pretty good.
I'm taking Bucks.
I'm-
Begrudgingly.
I'm going with the Rams.
It's not a bad pick, though. It's
I know,
really
I'm
not a
telling
bad
you.
pick at all.
I like that inside pressure.
Well, let's get into
I
it,
know
man.
Tom.
NBA, real quick. We're going to have to try to streamline some of this stuff here.
Well, we can cut down to boxing because it wasn't but 4 rounds anyway.
NBA draft. Yeah, for real. The NBA draft order is going on right now. We're going to give y'all the order of what's been drafted. We've had picks already since we've been in here. Minnesota was the number 1 pick. Golden State the number 2. Charlotte's number 3. Chicago's number 4. Cleveland number 5. So that, for the most part, if you're watching the podcast, you can see the rest of the draft
so far?
order.
Let's see.
Well, why you got that up there?
Number 1 draft pick was Anthony Edwards. Went to Minnesota.
From Georgia.
Okay, well, hold on. Stop right there. Anthony Edwards, Scott report on him real quick. He was projected to go number 2. He ended up going number 1. His
He's
projected
an
role,
all-around player.
star scoring guard. They say powerful, explosive guard with elite length. 3-level scorer on and off the ball.
The defender
strong and quick lockdown
the
defender.
is what I like about his game, too.
There you go.
All right, so that's Anthony Edwards for you. They kind of compare him to Dwayne Wade a little bit.
Yeah.
Second pick in the draft went to the Golden State Warriors was James Wiseman.
Okay, I liked Wiseman
From Memphis.
At Memphis. He didn't play that long because of violations. Anthony Hardaway had went and got him. He was projected to go number 3.
Who?
He is the truth, man.
Yeah, he is, man. Franchise center, impact player as a rim protector. He's
Anthony Hardaway?
capable. Yeah, Anthony Hardaway, coach.
Anthony
at
Hardaway,
Memphis.
the coach.
Anthony.
He do the AAU travel. That's really where he come from. He was playing with
you're right.
a Penny team.
Oh,
and
that's
I think
that. You
They
said
saying, like,
7 foot, 250, capable of handling and creating shots for himself. So
250.
that new age big man that you got.
The allegations was he gave Penny gave his mom them like $40,000 to move to the east side of town so that he be in his zone to go to that school.
Who's next?
That's the allegations.
Number 3 pick, the Charlotte Hornets. Michael Jordan select LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo Ball, baby. LaMelo Ball, baby. The most NBA, the most NBA ready player right now.
Jordan, there goes Jordan again.
His projected role don't start.
Watch what
Franchise point guard.
From
they call
Kwame
his
Brown to
strengths.
LaMelo Ball,
Gifted
man.
ball handler, elite size
everybody
for a
miss.
point guard at 6'7" and a chance to be an adequate defender. Man, don't start
Adequate.
LaMelo, man.
What position he play? He gotta go.
He play
Steph
point.
and Russ and
Point
Lil
guard.
and D Lil. Come on, man.
Yeah, well, I just like I like the NBA ready.
Hating on him already, boy. And
I just don't think he
the
that
top
good of a
Europe
caliber.
prospect that we had, I don't know if he got drafted yet. Top guy to Europe, Denny Adija.
Not yet. Oh, yep. 9th pick to the Washington Wizards.
Okay, he was projected to go forward, big-time playmaker, aggressive player, always in attack mode, a power forward that has ball handling, creative, and playmaking skills of a point guard. Something like a Luka.
That's crazy for him to be a power forward with him like a point guard.
Yeah, you can't sleep on those on the foreign players no more. Since you had Luka come in here, and
They
now
didn't
they was
have
doing
that
that
in
way
the
before
90s.
then, but now
They didn't have that in the
level.
90s like that.
I like that pick. I like that 8 pick.
Now you trolling now, Lord. Anyway,
I like that. Well, after that LaMelo at the 3rd pick, they had Patrick Williams from Florida State went to the Bulls. Isaac Coro, he went to the Cavs. Onyanik, whatever that is.
Yeah, they got some names, boy.
He went to USC, but the main one I was going to touch on, the Knicks at that number 8 spot. That was a good pick. That Obi Toppin from Dayton.
Obi Toppin, I got him.
That's that score,
I liked him at Dayton.
He went number 8 in the draft to the Knicks.
He was the 6th ranked overall. He's a run and jump big with stretch skills, versatile offensive skill set, explosive leaper with solid size.
He ready to play some ball right now.
Yeah, right now. He's ready.
He is ready. So that's where we at right now. But that's the top 10 in your NBA draft. But
and we'll have some more because the draft will be done by next week's episode. So if there's any more big moves made, trades, anything that like that, we'll let you know. Speaking of trades, Chris Paul, he's been traded to the Suns for Ricky Rubio, Kelly Oubre, other players in draft consideration. I think that's a good move.
I think it's a great move for a young team that was right there on the bubble,
Just like
making
OKC.
the playoffs.
Just like OKC.
That was the best team in the bubble. So I mean,
you got
they
booked
keep
now.
that.
Chris
They
Paul
didn't.
and Book.
I mean, the pieces they got rid of was Rubio.
I like Oubre though. Oubre was
They
good.
got rid of
And
Oubre,
Oubre,
but
he was good.
They didn't have to get rid of Warren. Oh no, not Warren.
No, not Warren. Oh, they got
they got
DeAndre
Ayton.
They got
Yeah,
Ayton.
they
down
got
there.
Ayton's gonna ball. Ayton's about to
Oh yeah, him and Chris Paul.
Oh yeah. Paul always make the
big guys.
man
Oh
better.
yeah.
Also in transaction for you Laker fans, Dennis Schroeder. This was another good move. I ain't gonna lie.
That was huge.
That was
huge.
That was in anticipation of Rondo leaving. So
And
now we got somebody that can take Braun off the ball also in the scope.
And he's coming, I guess, to take like Danny Green plays because Danny Green was traded.
He was traded
to
to
OKC,
them. Then he
and then
traded
Horford
to
was traded to OKC for Danny Green.
Philly, so he went to Philly.
So that's where we at with that.
And I think we going after Wesley Matthews. I heard
Wesley Matthews and Serge Ibaka.
Okay.
And this was a good move for Milwaukee right here. Drew Holiday. And,
that was a big piece.
That was big for New Orleans, man.
But they got rid of
Eric Bledsoe, George Hill, and draft consider. They didn't have to give up a lot.
Man, they gave up like 5 first-round picks though. And
really?
Yes.
Oh, so that's the draft consideration.
Yeah, like 5.
So then they all in.
The Pelicans got 2 first-round picks tonight with the 13 and 24 tonight. So they already.
Yeah.
The Bucks are all in because they trying to keep Giannis.
Yeah, they
trying to keep because I've been hearing the Heat, I've been hearing the Warriors, I've been hearing all kind of teams, man. There's gonna be a lot of movement going on. NBA season starting on the 22nd.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of movement
LeBron
going
back
on.
already, boy.
He ain't playing on the 22nd, boy. Stop that.
He ain't back.
He ain't playing until January. Stop that.
Load management. He ain't
load
back.
management. When y'all seen LeBron load manage?
LeBron is not playing. He said he ain't playing on the 22nd. He gonna sit, man.
How long is from the 22nd to January, Ryan?
Oh, now look, he getting offensive. Fur, they just won the chip. If he sit down a month, nobody gonna fault him for that.
Ryan, it's starting on the 22nd. He gonna play January. That's 8 days, dude. He gonna be all right. That's
January 22nd. If you go from December 22nd to January.
They say he gonna sit out the first month.
Yeah, they said that. He gonna sit the first month.
Let's go.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
what I'm saying. He getting old, man. He got mileage, bro. You want him
I
for
ain't
the
got
long
no problem
haul.
with that.
Yeah, ain't no big
We just
deal.
got through
Brian
playing.
not sitting out all
This-
January.
this
That's
ain't-
all I'm
this-
telling y'all.
He's earned that, right? I give him that. He's earned
I
that.
mean, well, he just come out the bubble. The bubble was a marathon.
It's all right.
Boxing. Terence Crawford, my dog. Quick little story about this real quick. I was watching the fight. Went in the kitchen, go get me something to eat. By the time I came out the kitchen, the fight was over.
That dude not that good, in my opinion.
What?
He is good, though.
Terence Crawford?
And I'm gonna tell
He
you,
good. That fight just wasn't impressive.
I'm gonna just
Okay.
you can say that.
Fourth round TKO for everybody.
And I'm
not
gonna say
knowing.
this for a lot of people
Yeah, we
that
watched
don't
we
even
went
like
and watched the game
Floyd.
together.
And for a lot of people that watch boxing, if your opponent don't come to fight, it's hard to make a fight. And if
Exactly.
Old Boy would have come out as the aggressor,
Yeah,
which
at
is
least try to-
he challenging the belt. If you want to win the belt, go
Yeah,
get the
go
belt.
get it.
It was probably 2 minutes before both of them swung. I mean,
Exactly.
it might have been 10 punches thrown in the first round.
And that's me and
And that's
Waylon
why it
watched
stretched.
together.
That's
We
why it
was like,
stretched as long as it
man.
did. And the straight right that caught him in the forehead.
Pound for pound, is he the
that
best?
Dazed him.
No,
Pound for pound,
from
Waylon.
seeing
I
Javante
like
Davis.
I like Javante Davis.
From seeing Javante Davis actually fight a competitor that Cruz dude was actually really
if somebody
coming at him.
if somebody come in there to fight Crawford gonna fight him.
I thought that
I haven't seen fights where
I thought
they
Brook had won the
brought.
first 2 rounds.
Who?
Crawford didn't come out there like really, putting it to him.
Brook
Boy
wasn't
got
even
to him.
swinging.
He wasn't even swinging. They
Brook
just,
wasn't even
yeah,
swinging.
they
But
stood
he had
like
one-
Waylon said, like the first 2 minutes, they
The
was just
analyst
going
said
around.
from the 4 rounds, 2 of them first 3 rounds, they would have gave it to Brook.
And you know the first round they ain't throw but 12.
I
punches.
watched the whole fight, Waylon.
Us two- us
I
two-
watched the whole
We
fight.
watched it together
We
too.
did too.
I
We
watched the whole
together.
fight. I would have gave Brook 2 rounds. I'd have gave him 2 rounds.
For what?
For doing what?
Yeah, for what?
Because I mean, he held him at
For
bay.
chasing? For going.
He
look
got
at
good
it.
looks. Good looks in there. He went toe for toe. Crawford was trying to figure him out. He was going orthodox southpaw.
When Crawford went
Crawford didn't win
southpaw-
them rounds.
Well, no, I don't think neither one of them won.
Yeah, that was no winner.
Because once Crawford turned southpaw, he beat him up.
That was
them
it.
2
It was
rounds.
over. Yeah, it was
the
over.
third and fourth round was beat down.
That's what I'm saying,
And that's
third
when
and
he
fourth.
turned southpah.
But the first 2, that went to Brook.
I don't
For
see-
what?
I don't
That
see what
went
he
to Brook.
did. I just don't see
I'm
what he
gonna go
did.
with the analysts who were there.
I'm
I'ma go
going
with
with the
them.
eye test. I
Yeah,
watch
you
it
go-
too.
I test. I watched it. I agree with him.
You agree with him? I
I
don't.
agree with him.
Hey, like I'm
Hey,
asking
but
you a
I
question.
agree-
Pound for pound, he's not the best. He's
I
not
agree
better
with
than
you. I
Javante
agree with you
Davis.
saying that Crawford didn't win him either. Didn't know neither one of them looked good.
He's not better than Javante. He not.
I kind of like Javante Davis.
Cruz would have bust Crawford up if that's
No
the
way.
case.
No way.
The way Cruz came in
would've
there
got
fighting,
him-
no, I'm
if
not
Cruz
saying he
would've
would have
got
beat
him-
You ain't
him.
about to go bust.
I'm
I'm not
Crawford up.
saying he
Stop
would have
that,
beat him,
man.
If Brook-
but he would
Stop
have did
that,
better
bro.
than that dude he
If Brook
fought.
would have been fighting him, it would have been a whole different fight. He just didn't fight back.
I want to see Davis
Brook
and
was-
Crawford go
Who
at
you
it
picking?
eventually.
Who you picking?
I'm picking Crawford.
Yeah, we're
I've been on Crawford.
Okay,
We're gonna
I
talk
might-
about this
I've
too.
been
Yeah,
on
I
Crawford.
might
We're
take
gonna
Davis
we're gonna
right
talk
there.
about this
But
too.
the thing with that is, you got Floyd Mayweather trying to get with Bob Aaron and to make a deal, and I don't see it happening.
That's all right. We'll see.
We'll see how that goes. College, let's get into it. College scores, Waylon. We got something for you, boy.
We got the real team up in the building, baby. The real team. Let's go, Gators.
We had the Raging Cajuns 7-1. They were 25. They 24th right now. We're gonna see the rankings in a minute. They beat South Alabama 38-10. Cincinnati beating East Carolina 55-17. They're ranked 7th. Miami number 9. They beat Virginia Tech by 1 point, 25-24.
Wow.
Indiana, number 10 in the country. They shut out Michigan State 24-0. Marshall beat Middle Tennessee 42-14. Liberty 8-0. They beat Western Carolina 58-14. Notre Dame beat Boston College 45-31. And you had USC over Arizona 34-30. Northwestern over Purdue 27-20. Number 11 ranked Oregon 43. Washington State 29. Number 6 Florida 5-1. They beat Arkansas 63-30.
Beat the brakes off.
You had number 19
Arkansas.
SMU
What's up,
losing to Tulsa
Arkansas.
24-28.
That's your SEC West.
And Wisconsin
It's so
Arkansas.
strong.
beating Michigan.
Oh, man,
Michigan
come
lost
on.
again 49-11.
Michigan didn't lose again, did they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
Go back to
So here's your AP poll
the
right here.
NFL. Well, I don't know if he's good enough.
He need to go
No.
sit on the couch.
We're going to start with
Yeah.
number 24, Raging Cajuns. They moved up a spot.
Oh.
Congratulations
Back
to
in the
them.
Put some respect on them Cajuns, man.
I got some stats and I got some picks from their game.
Okay.
Top 10, Wisconsin is number 10. Indiana's number 9. BYU is number 8. Cincinnati's number 7. Florida is number 6.
Okay.
Texas A&M is number 5. Clemson's number 4. Ohio State's number 3. Notre Dame is number 2. And Alabama is number 1. And
we're gonna crack the code whenever it's time for playoff time. We're gonna beat Bama for that SEC championship.
let's talk about the Gators. 63-35.
We in there. Shout out to them Gators, baby. Kyle Trask doing it again. Should be just about your Heisman favorite playing
He's
in
in
the
there.
SEC.
I got something for it.
Playing in the SEC and this ain't one of them years where you go play the backyard universities.
I got something
We
that you didn't
playing
know.
all
Waylon.
SEC and we busting them up.
I got something that you
Arkansas.
didn't know. Cole, offensive player of the week,
Arkansas.
Kyle Trask.
Kyle Trask, baby. Hey, 63-35 Gators. Let me tell you, Trask come out there first quarter with a little 8-yard pass to Grimes. After that, a 23-yard pass to Grimes, 21-yard touchdown pass to Shooter. He had another 33-yard touchdown pass to Copeland, a 5-yard touchdown pass to Zipper. Hey, when you own, you own. And right now,
Especially
that
against
boy is
Arkansas.
on. 23 for 29, 356 yards, 6 TDs. Kyle Trask.
Now
Shout
you-
out to the man.
So I guess you want to see the Heisman watch to see where exactly they have him falling, huh? So we can do that real quick. Heisman
We one of
watch.
the best teams, 3 teams in the company.
They got
in the
him ranked
country.
4th as far as the Heisman goes right now.
Behind who?
They got behind Mac Jones, Justin Fields, and Trevor Lawrence.
Man, ain't nobody doing it like Trash, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Come
It
on,
go by
Zach
strength of
Wilson
schedule.
behind
Yeah,
him.
Will.
Come on
You
now.
heard?
22
It go by
touchdowns,
strength
3
of schedule.
picks.
Yeah.
If LSU wouldn't have ran, we just blew out Georgia.
They had
We sat
COVID.
there. The only team we lost to is in the top
Hey,
the top 5.
He
in
taking
the
this
country.
COVID year and running with it.
Yes,
Oh,
Lord.
He playing
The only team we lost to was Texas A&M, and they in top 5 in the
Running
country.
with the coach.
Exactly.
They number 5 in the country. That's our only loss.
Let's get the local boys some love. The Raging Cajuns, 38
Shout
to
out to the
10
Cajuns.
over South Alabama. Levi Lewis, he had 252, 3 touchdowns. You had Chris Smith, he had 99 yards rushing and a touchdown. And Neil Johnson, he had 40 yards receiving. Got some picks from the game. Loving the black jerseys that they got going
I
right
like that
there. You
too.
know what I'm saying? They really trying to market themselves or whatnot. Moved up 1 in the top 25. Raging Cajuns, man, we proud of y'all, bro. Y'all doing y'all thing.
Yeah, they back in the top 25. Well, second time this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
And actually, 24, they actually moved up a spot.
yeah, they shouldn't get out of it in my opinion.
That's
but,
what I was
you know,
saying. That's what I
I
thought.
don't know, man. You can't be struggling with them weak teams, man.
But then the way the season
Yeah, but
going
I
this
mean,
year,
it's-
like you don't know who playing from week to week no more.
Exactly.
You really don't. So it's like if you get quality wins and that's conference and you're 7-1, they ain't never been 7-1. Why not, man?
Exactly.
Why not?
That's
Go
all
ahead
right.
and
They
give it to 'em.
back in it though, and I don't think they're gonna get out of it. So
No, I don't think so either. As long as they don't lose. As long as they don't lose, they good. I think they'll be in there. And I don't even know how the
we
bowl
said that the
situation
other
going.
time.
But next week, their game got postponed due to COVID protocol. Don't know if one team caught it, the other team caught it, but they won't be playing this week. They were scheduled to play. The game got postponed.
Gotcha.
Masters, Mr. Waylon, Dustin Johnson, your boy.
Shout out to the golf, man. Golf, that's one of the majors that was postponed, and that's gonna be your next major that's gonna be played, because the next one is gonna be in April. Well, it's gonna go back to the regular time, but
Dustin
with it
Johnson.
being
man.
played this late in the year with the fall, and it made the course play pretty easy because they got a bunch of rain, and the long hitters, which is most of them out there, wherever it's landing, it's staying. So it ain't running into the trees. It ain't running off the greens too bad. So
And he actually broke a record.
that's what I mean. I mean, it was a lot of players that was under par that was really – normally the Masters, you don't see it that high unless it's good conditions, and it was good conditions. And he came on actually late around that third round, late second round, third round, in the final round Sundays when he made the charge. But 20 under, that's crazy.
Dustin's
That
been
is-
good
that's-
all year
that's-
though,
man,
because
that's
from
a-
doing
that's
these
good,
segments,
really.
with you,
Yeah.
Dustin is just
That's your
he's
player
the
of
man
year.
right now.
He was the player of the year. He won the tour championship for last
FedEx
season.
Cup.
Yep, he won the FedEx Cup, and that momentum just when you're hot, you're hot.
Yeah.
When you own one thing about golf, and it could be days you come out there and can't land it on the green. But right now he on.
Yeah, because Tiger started off hot. We was keeping up with that, and he kind of like
Tiger played pretty decent, man. Looked like Tiger.
First couple
Tiger
days.
body looked like it was ailing him too. The way he was bending over, getting the balls out the cup.
Yeah.
It was looked like some lower back stuff probably tightened up on him.
Because he had one of the best starts in his career.
He did.
Yeah,
like the first day or two, and then I seen one time he lost it like 4 times in a row or something like that.
He managed the course pretty good. And let me tell you, as bad as you think he might have played, he shot a 10 on a par 3.
Yeah.
So whenever you shoot a 10, you got. And let me tell you, after that, the last 6 holes of the tournament, he birdied 5 of them. Yeah. So if you're gonna finish up like that, he went birdie, par, birdie to finish. So you take that 10 off his card, and he finished in the top 10 because the leader was 10 under.
Where do you finish at?
He started the day at 5 under.
Where did he finish at?
He finished under par after that finish.
And Dustin Johnson made $2 million off the Masters.
He was 1 under.
Yeah, he finished 1 under.
Yeah, that's what I say. That run right there after that 10 put 7 strokes on it.
Yeah, you really.
That was a quintuple or something like that, whatever you call it.
Dustin Johnson made $2 million off
That's like
that.
me out
How
there.
much was it? $2 million was the
$2 million.
Yeah, that's
$2 million for the winner?
$2 million and some change.
In the weekend? $2 million for the weekend?
For the weekend, man.
Not a bad weekend, huh?
Not a bad
weekend
at all.
work.
And I mean, like I say, as bad as Tiger shot with that 10 on the scorecard, Bryson DeChambeau shot 2 under. My boy Rory came up short. That was my pick for it. He was 11 under, but when you got somebody to win the tournament at 20 under, you can't do nothing but tip your hat. So
that's
tip the hat to Dustin Johnson.
Yeah.
And I think he got emotional when he was doing his little speech. He got that.
Tiger gave him jacket and all.
He was one that was always known for getting in the big moments and choking. So
he pulled it off.
Yeah, he got in there and handled his business.
Fer, we got like 2 minutes. You got any UFC for us? I know you said they got something coming up this weekend. Real quick.
UFC 255. Title defense for Deepson Figueiredo. He wound up taking the vacant belt from Henry Cejudo when he retired like a month ago.
Okay.
So this is gonna be his first title defense against Alex Perez. Flyweight, there's some little guys, but he get after it.
And that's this weekend.
Yeah.
Okay.
Valentina Shevchenko, that's the girls. That's another should be a title fight. Women flyweight against Jennifer Maia. So that'll be a really good card. It's a major UFC event. It's not really people that we really know of, but it's going to be a good card.
Just fight night, fight weekend. If you're a big fan.
It's a UFC. Yeah, it's a UFC. UFC 255. It's a major. It's not like a fight night. It's a major.
Okay.
Oh, that's 255.
It's just like it's not like the big names, you know.
Oh, that we would know.
And that's gonna
like
be
the Connors and the Dustins.
That's gonna be next weekend when we got the Tyson Roy Jones spectacle.
Yeah, we need to. We're gonna preview that as it comes. The spectacle, because that's what it's gonna be. We don't know if they're using headgear or not.
I seen Tyson working out. Tyson
man.
working out on like a digital machine with weights and stuff. So he working out like he about to.
You know what? I was sitting back
and
I seen the tail of the tape. Roy actually got more like as far as like reach and just.
Oh yeah. But Tyson's arms was never.
I mean, I seen the tail of the tape and Roy led in every category. I'm like,
Y'all, Roy
I had to
Jones
sit back
not
and
bad though. Roy Jones not.
I'm taking Roy.
Roy Jones not nobody off the street though. That man got it.
I want to see
legacy.
If Tyson ain't knocked nobody out in them first 3 rounds,
he was losing.
That was another thing
I
on the
don't
tail
know
of the
if
tape.
you're gonna get to know Roy.
Tyson last knockout was like Tyson last knockout.
It's gonna be a smarter.
Tyson last knockout was like 12 years ago. Roy's was like 2 years ago.
That's what I'm telling you.
Roy was still fighting.
Yeah.
Roy been fighting. I've been telling them boys.
The tail of the tape, it favored Roy. But I'm gonna find it. We're gonna have to tell her to take it. We're gonna preview that Thanksgiving special next week. We're gonna try to get it like like the kids when you walk into their classroom, the little turkey mobiles and all this, that, and other to kind of spruce it up.
Okay.
Reggie F said we need to decorate.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So with that being said, man, we're gonna get ready to go ahead and shut this down. The Division Podcast. Be sure to check us out. Check out our Facebook page. We've been getting a lot of response on Facebook. The Division Podcast. Like, comment, share, subscribe, like the page. Also, we're on Instagram now. I figured out how to get us on Instagram. So we're kicking on Instagram. Same name, The _division_podcast. Also, our YouTube channel is big. We've been getting a lot of response. Please go ahead and subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit the bell icon for that. You can get notifications whenever new episodes drop. Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Shout out to the podcast, baby.
And that's where you can catch old episodes, all the stuff that we've been talking, like when we said,
segments.
You know, when Waylon said that Russell Wilson would be MVP, and then it might change.
And Ryan was happy to see the Cowboys playing.
He thought Dak was the coldest thing since sliced bread.
Then he didn't want to pay Dak. Then he wanted to pay Dak.
The good old
now
days.
He don't want Dak
all
no
the
more.
Flip flopping.
Back when Lamar was good, and I done fell off.
Come on, let's get out of here, man. I'm Mr. Taylor.
And I'm Ryan G. Reggie F will be back next week with a division. We're going to holler at y'all, man. Peace.
Holla.